Hi everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another Northwest Rose Crafts video. I'm Stephanie, and today I'll be flipping some items from the thrift shop into holiday home decor. And because I found so many things at the thrift shop, this will be part one of two videos. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss part two. I found these metal and cork 6 and 7-inch embroidery hoops in a cream Lazy Boy fabric sample from the thrift shop. I will be using my Cricut for this craft, but you definitely don't have to. For example, you could use iron-on patches or fabric paint with a stencil and it would be just as cute. I personally have been dying to use my flocked vinyl, so I placed my flocked vinyl shiny side down on a standard cutting mat, chose flocked vinyl as my base material, mirrored my design, and had my Cricut cut my cute vintagey looking Christmas designs I found on Cricut Access. Next, I weeded my vinyl to reveal my designs. After everything was weeded, I placed my fabric on my heat mat and set my Cricut Easy Press to 255 degrees and preheated the fabric. Placed my sleigh design on the fabric, and then ironed on the design with the Cricut Easy Press at 30 seconds twice. Once the fabric was cool, I peeled off the carrier sheet to reveal the flocked sleigh. Then I grabbed my 6-inch embroidery hoop and centered the design within the hoop. Once I was happy with the placement, I cut off the excess fabric. Then I did the same thing for the Merry Christmas design. I needed a way to hang these embroidery hoops on the wall, so I cut some brown velvet ribbon and super glued both ends of the ribbon to the embroidery hoop, leaving enough room for the ribbon to stretch in the middle. You guys, I love how these came out. I found these spherical ashtrays at the thrift shop and thought they'd be perfect for making a little snowman. I wanted to give him a little carrot nose, so I used some milliput I had laying around to make one, but you could use some air dry clay or something similar. I let it dry for about 3 hours and then super glued it to my snowman's face. Since the ashtrays had holes in them, I thought it'd be kind of fun to place some fairy lights in the center. I grabbed my E6000 adhesive and applied it to the top rim of the snowman body and then attached the head. While that was drying, I grabbed a hexagon-shaped wood cutout I got at an auction and stained it with this gel stain I found at Hobby Lobby. I've been wanting to try this stain because it's only 69 cents, and it is the perfect size for my small DIY projects. I waited for the stain to dry and placed superglue and E6000 adhesive in the center of the hexagon, and then firmly placed my snowman on top of the adhesive and held it for a while. Originally, I was wanting to find a little top hat for my snowman, but I found this really cute brown cowboy hat at Hobby Lobby in the doll making aisle, and I loved it. So I went with the cowboy hat instead and used E6000 adhesive to adhere the hat to the snowman's head. I added 2 pheasant feathers to his little hat and he turned out so cute. I found these hearth and hand vases at the thrift shop and wanted to add some color and texture to them. So first, I sanded down the vases with a fine sandpaper. After I sanded them down, I mixed an olive green acrylic paint with baking soda. You're going to want to add a lot of baking soda to the point where it feels thick and heavy when you're mixing the paint, because if you don't add enough, it won't add as much texture to your vase. I painted the mixture onto the vase with a glue brush and then stippled it once I had a solid coat of paint on. I did the same process with the other vase and then waited for them to dry. To top it off, I placed some feathers and preserved florals into the vases. And there you have it, holiday vases you could use throughout the fall and Christmas time. And last but not least, I found this wreath form at the thrift shop. Wreath forms are very common to find at thrift shops, so before you go out looking to buy a new one, I recommend checking out your local thrift shop first. If you can't tell by this video and past videos, I love feathers. So I made a feather wreath using ringneck pheasant feathers and just placed them around the wreath. This is so simple and easy to do, but it looks amazing in the end. And here's what it looks like all said and done. Super simple, but really cute. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. As per usual, I will have everything linked down below besides the thrifted items. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time.